This time on Movie Show Plus. Greg Russell was in Paris to talk with the cast of the upcoming Mission Impossible Fallout.
There's no point where you go, okay, I've got everyone's number now. Like, anything could happen.
A new trailer has one movie already gaining Oscar buzz.
I love God, and I love my son. For your father, it's a little more complicated.
And Tom Santilli pays a special tribute to Robin Williams. All that, plus a whole lot more, coming up on Movie Show Plus.
You do an eclectic celebration of the dance. You do Fussy, Fussy, Fussy. You do Martha Graham, Martha Graham, Martha Graham. Or Twyla, Twyla, Twyla. Or Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd. Or Madonna, Madonna, Madonna. But you keep it all inside.
The story of the spy who dumped me is simple. It's two totes BFFs who get wrapped up in an international espionage adventure.
Hold on! My character's not an action hero. We're just your average girls trying to do these things.
We need to find Korlova Street. Looks like Elephant Valley is on the left.
Morgan, this is a map of the zoo.
Who doesn't want to go on a road trip through Europe with Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon?
I'm so sorry. Oh my God! It's an emergency. Oh my God. Do you know how to change a gear? What's a gear?
Mila and Kate are both incredibly funny, but they're probably the perfect odd couple.
I'll tell you anything that you want to know if Audrey shaves between her boobs.
Morgan kissed her cousin.
I didn't know it was my cousin.
How you know so much about her?
She's my best friend. We know everything about each other.
Their chemistry was pretty instant. Hanging out on the set, rehearsals, their dynamic was really endearing, which I think makes its way onto the screen, too.
I know a lot of horrific stuff has happened this week.
Oh my God!
Oh. But it has been the best week of my life.
We're always in these weird circumstances, and we're like, thank God we like each other. It's a flash drive. You have to swallow it before they come out.
We would just have a lot of moments of spontaneous love and friendship.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We're gonna have lots of humor. Lots of crazy action sequences.
Gary Powell was our second unit director and stunt coordinator. He's responsible for some of the best action sequences in Casino Royale and the Bourne movies.
Love it.
Just wait to see this. You're really gonna enjoy this film.
We're semi-professionals at this point. Professional. We are professional.
I don't trust anyone anymore.
You trust me, though, right?
Yes, of course, I trust you.
Because this is not some fake spy friendship that the Russians put together.
And that's what's hot in Hollywood.
There cannot be peace without first a great suffering. The greater the suffering, the greater the peace. The end you've always feared is coming. It's coming. And the blood will be on your hands.
Right from,
Yeah.
it just goes.
No, I mean, I couldn't sleep afterwards because my adrenaline was so up. And I know what's going to happen, I can only imagine what it must be like for the audience going in there. It's like being on a roller coaster,
Well, the secret weapon on a Mission Impossible movie now is the audience, because everybody who's seen these movies before knows that a double cross is coming, so they're all trying to outsmart the movie. And we used that to our advantage several times in the movie. It was early audiences that were watching it who were trying to guess where it was going. We were just laughing because we were saying, just watch the movie. It'll all work out.
I didn't feel it was shooting.
Yeah.
But cut together, it's much darker, much rawer. All the characters are kind of questioning their own good and bad sides and sort of playing around with the gray color in between.
Right.
The unpredictability.
I mean, when you get a script for something like this, you're flipping through. This is probably like one of those one-time reads where you just sat there and probably read the whole thing at once.
No, we didn't have the script before we started, so it was evolving as it was going along. Chris had in his head the world he wanted to create, and then let the kind of narrative evolve, and that's the way, that's his process, and he kind of allows it to be organically, really.
Oh.
And when you just trust them and you take a leap of faith and you go, okay, this is the energy of the character that I think would be interesting, and this is the personality, and to make somebody that's sort of, enigmatic was key, and sort of like you can't tell whether she's good or bad, and that was something we wanted to do. So yeah.
Which way, Betty? Turn left! Go, 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 go!
Also, everybody's getting beat up.
I mean, what are you gonna do? You gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, you were...
How about the bathroom scene?
Yeah.
It's so good.
It really is.
I could have just walked out there.
Tom definitely, leads the example, really, of how, physically you have to prepare, and you don't know what stunts you may or may not be doing, and, it would be a nightmare to think they wouldn't be able to keep up in any way with Tom.
What are you waiting for? I'm jumping out a window! Oh, sorry. Good luck.
So, we all prepared really well, and we did lots of training, and I loved that part of it, and I'd never done that before, so it was really exciting to commit to something like that, and to enjoy it like that.
And again, when we came out last night, we were talking about the fight scenes. I mean, our two favorite, the bathroom and the helicopter.
Yeah.
As far as those that really stick out.
Yeah. And well, the bathroom scene, the beauty of a sequence like that is it's three actors who are so well trained, so well rehearsed, and working so hard that I don't have to cut, I don't have to shake the camera, I don't have to make the action happen. And it just made my job a lot easier. That's why I think that scene is so unique. They're really doing it.
You're seeing people on top of mountains, jumping off of buildings and everything, and I'm just sitting there going, I'm aching, I'm just sitting in a movie seat.
I know. Yeah, or on the very edge of it, usually.
Right,
yeah.
Right, no, that's for sure.
When the clock stops, Ethan Hunt will lose everyone he ever cared about.
You don't understand what you're involved in.
You need to walk away.
Please don't make me go through you.
The fact is that every time we make a movie, we have to turn it up, because the last mission, which seemed impossible, proved not to be. So the next one has to be worse. It has to be more difficult, more challenging.
Ethan, that's not who we are. Maybe we need to reconsider that. Accept it, Ethan. You've lost this one. What's done is done. What's done is done when we say it's done. Showtime.
Oh my God.
It is. It's just fun for people, like you said, for those of us who grew up with the TV show, for those who, just started out with the movie series. You know who his character and, the other characters are. So it's kind of like going to the movie, seeing people that you already know.
Yeah, that you're familiar with. And yet also with this one, you don't have to have seen any of the, the other five to, come into this, to enter into this world and be completely and totally mesmerized.
Right. And I was going to say, I dare say, you've got the, fast-paced action movie of the summer.
Chris McQuarrie has done an amazing job with making this a constant ride. Like, there's no point where you go, okay, I've got everyone's number now. Like, anything could happen, and it was a pleasure to be a part of, and thankfully a pleasure to watch as well.
Being empowered starts with getting informed, looking closer. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. But many of us don't know there are different types of breast cancer with different characteristics. That was me. Learning about the specifics of my diagnosis gave me the confidence to make informed treatment decisions with my doctor. This meant everything to me and my family. So take another look. ask another question. Learn more at notonetype.org.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, Greg Russell here, and I want to invite you to a very special event, and it's called Wine and Recline with Greg Russell at the Imagine Theater in Royal Oak. We do this once a month, where we have a wine tasting along with fruits and cheeses, plus we've got some great music playing in the background, and we show a classic movie. All fun. All you have to do to find out more is go to our website at movieshowplus.com. There you can find the link to click on to buy tickets. Wine and Recline with Greg Russell. Always a great time at the Imagine in Royal Oak.
Because he's here and I know he's here. And he knows I know he's here. But he doesn't know I know he knows I know he's here. But I know.
It is safe to state that the grandchildren of some of the people in this dinner will not be born on Earth.
Turn off your electrode gun. No! No! Stop him, Dennis! I can't get it, it's jammed! Stop him, you fool!
I mean, what happened?
So what are you proposing?
It's simple. Kill the Batman.
Instead of the usual new movie reviews this week, I've decided instead to pay tribute to Robin Williams, one of the world's most brilliant, gifted, and unique comedians and actors. His sudden and shocking death is one of the most painful that I can remember. What a talent. It wasn't his most successful role by far, but one of my all-time favorite movies growing up was the musical Popeye.
I'm Popeye, the sailor, and I am what I am, what I am, and I am what I am, and that's all that I am, 'cause I am what I am.
I had seen the movie before I even knew it was based on a popular cartoon, and the character inspired me to eat spinach right out of the can. My mom, in fact, could get me to eat anything just by putting the word Popeye in front of it. Popeye omelets were among my favorite meals growing up. But it wasn't the character of Popeye that really affected me. It was this silly man. I remember my cousin letting me watch his classic stand-up act live at the Met, way before I was old enough to understand most of the humor, and way before I ever should have been allowed to watch it.
And the worst part is there are times when you drink so much you don't remember what you've done the night before. And you get those little phone calls where people let you know. What? Yeah? Really? I took a dump in your tuba? Oh my God, he said sit in with the band. I'm sorry. Oh God, it's over. Oh, don't you see, it's all over again. And then the next thing you know, there you are at Betty Ford Hospital going, I'm fine now. I'm a reformed alcoholic. I feel so much better about myself. I am fine. No, you have that double vodka. I'll be over in the corner kicking the cat.
I would later grow to love him, like many others did. But I think I actually saw him next goofing off in the Bobby McFerrin music video, Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no gal to make you smile, but don't worry, be happy.
I was a bit too young to really remember his Mork from Mork days, other than reruns. But as a kid especially, I just couldn't believe that there was a funnier man on the planet. He was always on.
What about me? What do? Do I just stand here like an object?
No. You do an eclectic celebration of the dance. You do Fosse, Fosse, Fosse. You do Martha Graham, Martha Graham, Martha Graham. Or Twyla, Twyla, Twyla. Or Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd, Michael Kidd. Or Madonna, Madonna, Madonna. But you keep it all inside.
Robin would later go on to have a great career as a dramatic actor. My favorite of his dramatic performances being in Insomnia opposite Al Pacino, and of course, his Oscar-worthy turn in Good Will Hunting.
Unless you want to talk about you, who you are, then I'm fascinated. I'm in.
The death of Robin Williams makes me angry. It makes me sad. Despite what's said and written about him, nobody except for Robin will ever know what was going on in his head. But that notion was what actually made him a genius. That spastic, manic mind of his that never seemed to stop and that led us to outbursts that none of us were ever able to predict. I never got to interview or meet Robin Williams in my career as a film critic. But his career in film and television, for me personally, will never be forgotten. For a man that has made so many laugh for such a long time, it's tough to go through what he's making us feel now. But I feel grateful for what he was able to share with us, and cheated by losing out on what he still had to give. Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Three months ago, I was cutting grass in my front yard. And the mailman shows up with a letter from the army. Now I'm here. No idea where I'm gonna end up.
Welcome to France.
What happened here? Some questions don't have good answers.
There's a lot of soldiers out there, and there's only 4 of us.
Find out what's inside that compound. What is this?
A 1,000-year army. These 1,000-year soldiers.
What's behind that wall?
What do you do with those people?
What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you do with those people? What do you
Jared, I want you to do well. I want you to have a great life. I love you, but we cannot see a way that you can live under this roof if you're going to fundamentally go against the grain of our beliefs. Jared, tell me the truth, that's all.
I think about men. I don't know why. And I'm so sorry.
Your parents signed you up for a program to fix you, but Jared, you are a perfectly normal, very healthy teenage boy.
They're gonna do things for you.
You're a revelation.
You want to say goodbyes?
Welcome to the refuge program.
You cannot be born a homosexual. This is a lie. It's a choice.
Go. Fake it till you make it. Become the man you are not. Save yourself.
Jared, God will not love you the way that you are.
Is this what you want? Who's gonna strike this demon down? Hit him!
It's a rocky.
I'm having a tough time.
I'm gonna give you some advice. Tell them whatever they want to hear. Play the part, unless you really think you can change, or even want to.
What you're going through right now is just a moment.
A moment.
Yeah.
A moment.
I love God, and I love my son. For your father, it's a little more complicated.
We are not finished. I am, because you won't listen.
Your father is sitting here. Tell him how you hate him.
I'm not gonna pretend I hate my father. I don't hate my father.
Then where is all this anger coming?
Because you're making me angry.
Open the door now.
Mom!
They say sometimes you gotta hurt a child in order to help them, but a mother knows when something isn't right.
I don't want to pretend anymore.
I've had to ask myself and God if I'm ready to lose you.
You're a revelation. Won't you liberate me now?
About every 3 minutes in America, someone is diagnosed with a blood cancer. Light the Night brings together survivors and supporters to bring light to the darkness of cancer and to help fund life-saving research. Our goal is a world without blood cancers, and we're lighting the path to cures. The discoveries made in blood cancer research have led to breakthrough treatments for many cancers and other serious diseases. Help defeat the darkness of cancer. Join Light the Night today.
A Dream Limousine continues to be Metro Detroit's finest luxury transportation service. 734-542-6800. Offering late model luxury SUVs to brand new party buses that seat up to 34 passengers. 734-542-6800. Including the one-of-a-kind Escalade Stretch with the exciting jet door. Call 734-542-6800. That's 734-542-6800. A Dream Limousine.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to enter the human mind. Stand-up is survival. For me, that's jazz. That's what I have to do.
Robin was like nothing I'd ever seen.
He stood out in a way that nobody else did.
I don't tell jokes. I just use characters as a vehicle for me.
Esmeralda, why do you only visit on certain days?
On stage, he was the master
If you look at a platypus, I think you might think that God might be stoned.
The God's up there in heaven going, okay, let's take a beaver. Let's put on a duck's bill, okay?
He was really comfortable on stage. Off stage, I just felt he was holding himself together.
Early in life, did you have a fear of abandonment?
Oh, yeah. It's a primal fear for any child. And it dictates a lot of how you deal with life.
He was always looking for connection.
It was a need to communicate and be funny. Every person is driven by some deep secret.
Robin was doing drugs.
There was fear sometimes to run away from it all, sometimes to run into it all.
There you are. You become a reformed alcoholic. You've got a steaming glass of Perrier going, I feel so much better about myself.
My father didn't always feel he was succeeding, but he is the most successful person I know.
He made all the people laugh and laugh and laugh.
He called me, leaving messages on my phone.
It's Robin. I'm giving you love. Bye.
It's a tie with 3 people. Yeah. Pretty much said you, Robin.
Come on now. You only give him a little spark of madness. And if you lose that, you're nothing.
Check out MovieShowPlus.com to watch this episode online and for exclusive content, extended interviews with Greg Russell, and a complete archive of movie reviews with Tom Santilli. Next time on Movie Show Plus. The new Mission Impossible movie finally hits theaters, and Greg was there on the red carpet in Paris for all the fallout from the world premiere. Plus, Tom Santilli will let you know if it lives up to all the early hype.
This is a bad idea.
Is it ever a good one? Honestly.
Any and all views and or opinions expressed by me, Tom Santilli, are fully my own and do not necessarily reflect the views and or opinions of Movie Show Plus, any other critic on this show, or anybody else associated with this program. Further, regardless of the letter grade a movie gets, I strongly encourage all viewers and followers to go see each and every movie that I review, in theaters and on streaming when appropriate, and support your local movie-going establishments.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the